I think that's a stack of books.
Oh,
It's
it's
not
like
a
a fax
fax
machine from this angle.
Here?
Yeah. Like
Yeah,
the
no,
great thing.
It's a stack of books.
Oh.
You don't have a fax machine.
I have a printer that does fax.
Does it have the roll paper?
No.
Oh, damn.
Well, wanted to say hello to everybody. This is the Karen's podcast with Amanda, Carolyn, Megan, and Susan. Your four ladies that talk about things they probably have no business talking about. We're not going to solve any of the world's problems, but we're gonna chat about them anyway.
But today we have all the business talking about the problems.
Well, actually, today's topic we're actually we
so
have
if we
some
say anything
experience in this,
inappropriate,
believe it or not, we're going to talk about menopause and how the medical, what would you say, the kind of the powers that be,
Medical establishment.
yes, the medical establishment has kind of
so men in the medical establishment for the last
let women down. Yeah, there's how many different hard-on pills out there, but
thank you.
and going bald pills, but
Yeah.
not a lot of talk about how to help us ladies get through that time of life. And I can tell you right now, I'm in the middle of some hot flashes. I seem to have them for about a month at a time, and then they go away for a few months. And man, about a week into them, they just make me so angry.
I wear a lot of tank tops.
Oh, well, as you can see, I'm wearing one now. Yeah, wetting right through.
So we're all at that appropriate age, and we're all coming at this slightly different, so whether we've had partial hysterectomy or natural perimenopause, my mom was through menopause, done by the time she was 46.
Wow. Do you know when she started? Did she ever tell you?
What's that?
Did she ever talk to you about when the symptoms actually started for her?
Yeah, she was through it in a year. Started at
45, 44,
through
45.
it at 46, but her and her doctors believe that happened basically because her health was shit, and so she started her body, because of the stressors and the poor health that she was in, she went into basically early menopause. But she did say that she kind of breezed through it. So my experience, I haven't had a hysterectomy. I feel like I started perimenopause kind of in my early 40s, but it was really just changes in my period, not anything beyond that. My periods were horrific, horrendous. And then last year,
not when we were younger though, right? Were yours
No.
I don't. It's like totally. I don't remember that. But yes, like
pretty normal. And then like early 40s. Good Lord! I mean, it like affected my life. Like I couldn't leave the house. It was horrible. So, anyways, so then last year they kind of changed again, and really for me, I've been fairly fortunate so far. It's been more about energy levels, recovery, and we'll just go there. I basically stopped shitting. Like constipation was insane. Like I have never had I've been constipated my whole life, right?
Yeah, you kind of have.
I was just going to say you had issues.
Yeah, by the end of last year, I was like, whoa, this is not acceptable. Like this is gonna take me out.
You probably eat healthier than the majority of us. Not. I mean, definitely more than me.
I think I eat healthier than the average bear for sure.
Probably plenty of fiber.
Oh, tons. But yeah. I got, like, my diet is not the problem.
Yeah. It's
My
the
bowel
hormones.
movements
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
my bowel movements have always followed my menstrual cycle. And so when that went haywire, so did everything else. So
Huh.
anyway, so I actually reached out and started HRT,
And what's HRT?
hormone replacement therapy.
Ah, okay. For the
And
listener.
Yeah.
and so yeah, I got on in the beginning of January, got on a estrogen patch, estradiol patch, and progesterone because I still have a uterus that I take every night. And it has helped me in various departments, but I also have never really, I have yet to have a hot flash.
Oh,
Oh,
God, lucky.
Oh,
seriously?
yeah, I haven't gotten a hot
Whoa.
flash, and like things like night sweats, I would say were like borderline. I didn't know if it was menopause or from like workouts,
You
you know.
bitch.
So yeah, so that's where I'm at. I'm a couple
Yeah.
months into HRT. Um it
What kind, well, can I ask Carolyn what type of what does that look like? The therapy? Is it like a patch or
Yeah,
how's it
yeah. So my
applied?
Yeah.
patch, my estradiol patch is a little tiny patch the size of my thumbnail, basically. And I have to change that twice a week. So I change it out on Wednesdays and Sundays. And then my progesterone pill I take at night before bed.
Every night.
Every night.
And,
Mhm.
I've always heard that, there was like cancer risk to some of those
Yes.
treatments. And
Yeah. So
what
back
made you kind of weigh the pros and the cons, or what?
Yeah, so I did a ton of research before. I'm like super anti big pharma. I don't take freaking pain. I don't take Advil. Like I don't take anything.
Yeah, you're not a
So
pill
for
popper.
me to, this is the very first prescription I've ever had in my life.
Are you serious?
I mean,
Yes.
besides like when you were a
Besides
kid,
like
like
an antibiotic or
antibiotics.
something
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
that, but
yeah,
like
yeah,
not
yeah.
like something that you have to take every day.
Yes, yes.
Wow, that's pretty
So
amazing,
so I researched it because I'm like, damn, is this something I really want to do?
Do I
And
want to put this in my body?
Yeah,
seriously, yeah, like I'm a natural girl. Like it's
Yes, we
crazy,
know.
you know?
that's crazy.
But yeah, I did a lot of research and a lot of and I've listened to a lot of different, people and the stuff you heard about breast cancer really what I found was that study was shit. It was a shit study and it was using not bioidentical hormones. And there were various things with that study that people basically debunked it and said, no, we created this fear that a whole generation of women then were like, oh my God, I'm never gonna do HRT. It's gonna
Yeah,
cause cancer.
Yeah.
yeah.
And and I think what we're finding out is that that is false. You still don't take HRT if you have a certain type of breast cancer, because yes, if you have
The
had a certain
yeah.
type of breast cancer, then those hormones can
Increase
lead
your
to
risks.
increased risk. So they still won't, give it to everybody. But if you don't have that, if you haven't had that breast cancer or you don't have that in your,
History.
family makeup,
Yeah.
yeah, it's like it's pretty wild.
Well,
So
you're the one that influenced me to go get ask for the patch.
yeah. Well,
Yeah, because
you
I
said after your
yeah,
hysterectomy that they prescribed it to you,
they
but
did,
it was
but
a bit of a pain in the rear end. And when
it
you weren't
was. Yeah,
having the symptoms, then it probably wasn't worth it. But now that you're
yeah,
having symptoms,
exactly.
maybe changing that patch twice a week is worth
Yes.
I
Well,
guess.
they said initially they told me that it would stay on, like, oh, it just stays on in the shower. You can swim
Yeah.
with it. And I'm
yeah.
like, I felt like one sweaty evening of
It's
night
gone.
sweats and I was it was off. And I'm like, okay, this is ridiculous. And I mean, I think I just, got frustrated and stuff because I've had
Well, and you have to be
frustrations with,
careful about not putting it on, like if you have lotion on, like I clean,
yeah,
I just like, clean where I'm going to put it to make sure that it sticks, but all mine have sticked. I haven't had a
yeah.
hair workout and
Totally. My
you know,
therapist said the same thing because I was
yeah.
talking to her about it. And she's like, I just went in like hot springs and mine's still on. And I'm like, all right, I'll give it a chance because I definitely need changes to happen.
Yeah.
And
So
not
talk
like these
about,
kinds of changes,
yeah.
but
So
like
Meg, talk
good
about
ones.
kind of where you're coming from at
Yeah. Well,
this.
I mean, I had endometriosis since I was 13, like when I immediately got my period. So I had really difficult um menstruation cycles and would get really ill and would be out for a couple of days. Um, and so I had a hysterectomy. I mean, it took a long time to actually get that to happen and for that to be approved through, insurance and Kaiser and even get diagnosed. Like the diagnosis took years and years and
Way
years.
too long.
Yeah, way
Yeah.
too long. Of course, they wanted to give me everything before,
Yeah.
removing anything. And, I understand, but I already knew I didn't want to have kids. And I mean, I just assumed that my uterus was not a hospitable environment for anything the
Yeah.
way that
Barely
I was
hospitable for your
violently.
body.
Thank you. Exactly. I was like violently ill. So I'm like, it's all good. And so when I had it, they left in one ovary which I still am so confused because I'm like, is it just like floating around in there? Like what the hell is it attached to? I don't really get that part, but
Huh.
but they keep it in there. So exactly, right? Think on
Yeah.
that. I'm like, what's it where? How's it? What?
It's
I don't get it.
attached.
It's okay. Well, anyway, it's there's nothing else in there. And so they said that they would leave that in so that I wouldn't go through menopause as early because I got the hysterectomy at 42, I
Yep.
think. And I mean, I think my symptoms came on pretty well. I mean, I guess I'm 49. So yeah, I guess it did take like a good 5 years.
Hmm.
But yeah, I mean, night sweats. I remember waking in the middle of the night for the first time and my legs were sweating. And I'm like, I've never had like sweaty legs. That's just weird. So yeah, I've had night sweats. I have hot flashes. I think last time we were doing our podcast, I was like taking off my thing, and you're
Yeah.
like, "You having a hot flash right now?"
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
"I am." They just like come out of nowhere, and it's terrible, and it's super uncomfortable, and you really do like you just feel like you're on fire.
My yeah, I get
Um,
it. I get it. My whole like head sweats.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. I mean, it's just kind of everywhere. Your
I was
arms
like
are
earlier, I'm like, oh, I gotta
glistening.
reapply. I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
putting
I mean,
through.
it's just like my arms are glistening. And I mean, I definitely had like crying spells for, every commercial or anything that made me feel any sense of emotion. I was like in tears. Um,
It's almost like you're
and
like PMS kind of all the time.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly, exactly.
But
Which is
I didn't
who wants
realize that
that?
until I started
Thank you.
doing this. Susan, you've
Exactly.
been quiet. Tell us a little bit about you've had quite a bit happen because of some
Yeah.
hormone
Actually, this is what
replacement or
Megan and
like
I have in common. I'm
Yeah.
42. Within weeks of each other, she went in for a hysterectomy and I had a partial, which
okay. Yeah.
I lost my, I think, right ovary because I was trying for IVF with my then husband to get pregnant and we couldn't. And as a direct result of the drugs that I was taking, I had tumors growing in my body and they were so bad that one of them attached itself to my right ovary and made the right ovary necrotic. So
And
the
what's
doc
necrotic
I
for
The
the
know.
blood.
it killed the ovary
Kill the
uh,
blood system.
in a
just like dead
matter
ovary
of
hanging around.
and they're not cancerous, but these tumors occurred in a matter of 90 days.
Because all the stuff they were having pumping you
All
to
the
try to
drugs that
get
your body
pregnant.
gets put on, yeah, like, but
Yeah.
it occurred within 90 days of the last like transfer initiation that we did.
So
Okay.
And it didn't
wild.
work.
That's so crazy.
But even within that, I was having major issues. I already had a surgery prior and I was super sick. I don't think the average human should be doing these crazy ass drugs to get pregnant because I think it affects your body, kind of like what the HRT was saying earlier.
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
your body goes into like hyper overdrive. So
Yeah.
that's my own opinion. But so I guess I would say I'm in perimenopause. I don't necessarily know if I'm in menopause yet. I still get
So
my
the term perimenopause is basically when your hormones start fluctuating.
Yeah.
Menopause is is
Like you won't have
what,
your period anymore,
yeah,
and
you
yeah, you're
stop
done.
menstruating for
Yeah,
a once you stop menstruating for 1 year, you're postmenopausal. That menopause is that single moment in time at the 1 year mark when you haven't had a period anymore. So we're all in perimenopause.
very. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Megan has it. She hasn't had a period in years.
Well, yeah, it's because they took it away. Thank
Oh
God.
yeah, yeah, I guess that's different.
Anyway, yeah, yeah. I'm like, I don't have a period. It's delightful.
Well,
But now I got all this shit, and I'm like, seriously. So I was like, suffered from endometriosis this whole time,
yeah,
and then finally get the relief of having the hysterectomy, and then like a couple of years later, you're like already now going through this whole other set of symptoms. And I don't know about you guys, but I mean, I definitely will say, I when I had sex for like the first time after, Kurt had passed, and it was uncomfortable, and I like had never had that before, and like I felt like yeah, it just was not comfortable, and like I went to the doctor and I was like, what's going on?
yeah. Where's my
And
lube?
she's yes, exactly, never had to use that before, so that
Yeah,
was even new for me.
yeah, yeah,
It's just all these weird things that you think you kind of would be past, I mean, they
yeah.
just sound so like junior high when you're having all these weird things go on with your body, and you're like, oh my God, I'm like, I was getting rashes, I got pimples, and I never
Oh
really
yeah,
even,
totally. Me
yeah,
too.
never
Yeah, my
totally, never
skin.
even really like had skin problems
Yeah,
ever. And
yeah,
it was just, it's bizarre. I mean, I do like just blaming everything on it now. I'm like, oh, that's there. Okay, menopause. Like, oh, that's happening. Menopause. But yeah, brain fog, can't
yeah,
remember shit.
yeah,
Yeah. So it's definitely, I mean, I think my big issue is the frustration with how long it's taken for people to even talk about it
yeah.
and get information. There's new books coming out now, several that have been written by, some actresses who are just like, hey, let's talk about it. I
Yeah.
think Oprah did a big, episode on it on one of like a episode special.
Well, it is
But
inevitable for
yeah,
half the population.
exactly. Thank you. And if men were smart, they would try to figure this out, and they should have done it long ago. Do you really want us,
Yeah,
like,
like they're suffering
yeah, like
the
you said, it's like PMS, and
consequences.
They don't give a flying
exactly. You want to
fuck.
be around a PMS person constantly?
Yeah,
No.
yeah,
They don't care. They don't want us to, they want
Yeah,
to
exactly.
continuously procreate. They don't want to give us our own drug to make
Autonomy.
our
Yeah,
hard-ons, like for lack of a better term, longer or get them or like
well,
sexually active.
I don't think that's men in general. Again, I think that's the medical
medical. Yeah,
establishment has done a disservice to women in general.
yeah.
The
The
lack
medical
of
systems, men.
Exactly.
the
I
lack
was just gonna say, I'm like, I mean, not that there aren't females in
well,
the
I'll tell
industry
you,
now. However, that was very limited when, like, we should have been talking about this for, like decades, I mean, centuries. And I don't know, other than hormone replacement therapy. I mean, honestly, I think you just wait it out. I mean,
I
and
mean,
do what you can do.
I'm not
Yeah,
on it yet, but I
yeah,
think it's not something I'm not opposed to. I definitely would say for the past, well, here's the thing. I don't know if my emotions or my energy levels have been all over the place because like my body went through a traumatic bunch of shit for the past couple of years, right?
exactly, exactly.
So I don't know if it's the lifestyle is now better
Yeah,
and I'm getting back into life or if I was in that flight or flight moment so much that I have no idea what was attributed to that. But I've definitely
absolutely.
had some fluctuations for the past like year of like
Yeah.
emotions.
I feel like that's as long as you've been like, yeah, talking about it.
um,
Um,
I I don't think there is a ton available. There are
yeah,
supplements. There are some things that you can take. I've got a good buddy who's 52 or 53. She's deep in it, and she has had that specific type of breast cancer. So
she
hormone
can't take
replacement
it.
therapy
Yeah.
is not an option for her, and she is having like pretty severe symptoms and struggling with. There's not a ton out there.
Yeah.
There's, like I said, some supplements, ashwagandha, maybe creatine. There are some things you can do, but there's not much. And the
No.
other bummer is that even after you stop menstruating, like these freaking symptoms can continue. So even like they can continue for up to 7 to 10 years.
What?
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, but I mean that 10 is
Yeah.
like the
Well,
extreme.
I mean, I know exactly. Well, my body is kind of extreme. So I'm
Yeah,
like, that's,
yeah.
I'm like, if anybody's gonna have this for 10 years, you know who it's gonna be.
And it does say, of course, the same things that help everything, exercise and don't smoke. They say smoking, actually, smokers have some of the most severe symptoms. I don't know. I have no idea why. But yeah, I mean, there are some supplements you
Yeah.
can do, but yeah, you just kind of have to grin and bear it and get through it.
Totally. Which is
Yeah.
kind of what we do in life anyway. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's
But I
like,
mean,
what's the option,
I think that's why HRT is kind of making this comeback
Yeah.
because for like I said, generations have been like, yeah, I'm just gonna grin and bear it and
Bear it.
fucking be
Yep.
miserable for
Ex-
10 years.
Exactly.
Well, if you don't have to, and if there are other benefits to HRT, like maybe possibly helping to prevent osteoporosis, maybe, there are other things that it could also be helping. Why are we suffering through this? Why are we just grinning and bearing it when maybe we don't have to?
Yeah.
Right. Right. Well, Susan, I have a question for you. If you were running into a person that was just going into menopause, do you have any kind of advice for that person?
I have nothing.
I have never heard that come out of your mouth in all of my life.
I truly don't because I feel
Yeah.
I follow the Instagrammers, I follow everything. For me right now, I have major night sweats, but I kind of just like I've been one of those,
Yeah.
I just roll with it.
Yeah.
I got a question on the night sweats. I have a couple other questions our producer wants to ask too, but I've been thinking about these night sweats. So does it happen for you guys like it happens for me where you're a couple months with no night sweats or sweats at all, and then it just comes out of the blue for like a few weeks, but then goes away again? Or is it all the time? Like I'm
Mine's constant.
you haven't had
Yeah,
I
any
think
mine,
mine's pretty, yeah, I think mine's pretty constant. Like that's why I keep the fans on all the time. And also, like, if I mean, I have the AC's got it. If I'm go to a hotel, AC's got to be down. Like, it's got to be a morgue for me to like
yeah, but mine
so
also is
to
like
feel like I can actually sleep.
I go to bed with a really cold room and a cold bed, and so I'm cold, right? So I
uh-huh.
put at least like light pants and a light cotton shirt, and I still end up with these crazy sweats, right?
Yeah.
Like it's almost like an ice box, and I'm so cold.
My woman is like a little
Yeah.
heater. I'm like, oh my God. Like
Oh, she's the hot one.
when
Yeah.
I'm in my hot sweat times, I'm
Yeah. You're like,
full spoon for 5 minutes and I'm like, Megan, what's the most ridiculous thing you've ever Googled during a hot flash, like awake at 2 a.m. in the morning? Any
I think it's like just going down the list of like symptoms and then is this normal? But yeah, I mean, honestly, in the middle of a hot flash, if I wake up and it does wake you up. I mean, like
yeah,
I've
it
woken up
does.
from
I
them.
wake up every
Um,
morning. Hot flash.
yeah, exactly. I mean, I just get on Instagram and scroll through stupid stuff to make me laugh and not want to like kill myself. You know, like I don't think I've like Googled anything weird. Maybe the skin thing, because I thought that was kind of strange, like to just have rashes and stuff all of a sudden. I thought
Yeah.
that was weird, but
But that is a thing, huh? That came up as a
but yes, it is a thing.
yeah.
Because I
Yeah,
was
it's
starting to think like, am I allergic to something, or like, do I have a new product in my home? But I didn't. I'd actually recently have kind of gotten rid of like all toxic products and stuff. And I have like
girl.
two like non-toxic cleaners that I use for everything, and I use it for the laundry and all of that. So it was just, yeah, I hadn't really nothing in the outside world had changed for me. So I figured it had to be something internally um
Well,
going on.
and so estrogen affects so many different, like all of our systems. Estrogen
Yeah.
is the female version basically of testosterone. So it
Yeah.
affects your skin, it affects your internal organs, it affects everything. That's why
Totally.
the symptoms of perimenopause or menopause can be so different for so many women.
Everyone, yeah,
And yeah, so it affects everything. It's
totally.
crazy.
Yeah. I mean,
Exactly. And it's not, yeah, it's not a one fit size fits all
no,
at
it's
all.
like
Yeah.
it's like anything else. Everybody kind of experiences things differently or symptoms
Hmm.
differently. I mean, I was floored. I remember about a year ago. I don't know why it took me this long to come to this realization that like menopause or perimenopause, I guess is what we're technically in, was literally like PMSing with no break. At
Yeah.
least when you had your period, at least when you had your period, you had that like sense of relief, for a
Yeah,
few weeks after. And
absolutely.
it's definitely gotten a little better over the last, 6 months. We've all had a rough few years. I went through my thing the last couple years, and that finally ended last year. And I noticed a pretty big difference just in my general mental health
Yeah,
and physical
Yeah.
kind of health, and able to tolerate things a lot more, including
Yeah.
these symptoms. But I mean, I really think at the end of the day, it has a lot to do with what other stressors you have probably dictate a lot of the severity of the symptoms and the
for
frequency
sure.
of the symptoms.
For
So,
sure. That and yeah, your stress, your overall health. I mean, all of it. Yeah. Amanda, would you consider HRT? Have you ever talked to Julie about that? As a nurse, has she ever mentioned like, does she have any feelings for it or against it?
she thinks that I should go and talk to somebody about it.
Yeah.
I've always just, I don't know. I've
Well, I
always
mean, she's right behind you. It's not like
Yeah, she's
she's had
starting. She got her first
2 years.
hot
Yeah.
flash. We identified it finally. I think
Yeah.
she's had a
Yeah.
couple, but yeah, she's 4.5 years behind me or so. So,
Yeah.
yeah, she thinks I should go talk to somebody about it. I have such a sensitive, like, just stomach and
Constitution.
yeah,
Yeah.
constitution. I
Generally.
just worry that I don't know. I feel like
Yeah.
I'm getting through it. I think if it was like you guys, where it was constant, like there was no breaks, it would. I don't know. I think I might have
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
Um,
Are you still getting your period, Amanda?
No, I haven't had a period since November. And what are we? We're
Oh,
May
okay.
now. I mean,
Oh, wow.
that's
Are
why
you
I was
sure you're
like,
not
if I can
pregnant?
make another 5 months,
Nice,
what'd you
Susan.
say? What'd
She
you
said,
say?
she said, you sure you're not pregnant?
Oh, yeah, that would be a
Yeah.
that'd be a
Yeah.
Christmas
Julie,
miracle.
yeah, exactly.
Um,
Julie be sending you to talk to somebody else, I think, if that was the
yeah,
case.
Julie would probably be pretty upset about that. Um, I don't know what I was saying.
You said you were thinking if you had 5 months left, you could get
Oh
through it.
yeah,
Yeah.
if I thought
But
I thought after 12 months the symptoms went away, and that's another thing I'm
oh
learning just by the Google machine, that no, that just means you're
no,
in menopause now.
yeah,
Yeah.
Symptoms can last for years, and I
yep,
mean we really, I mean, I don't get me wrong, I'm glad I'm a woman, but man,
Yeah.
the whole like not being
You
able,
got jacked.
we got jacked on the peeing standing up thing and
Yeah.
the menopause thing. Those are the two I'm
Super
most
jealous
upset
about.
about. Yeah.
Biggest thing. That's like the only thing that I wish I was a male for is to be able to pee standing up.
I want to say,
Yeah.
or pee anywhere.
That's
Like,
basically what I
Or pee
I
mean.
guess.
anywhere.
Okay.
Pee
Yeah.
Yes.
anywhere.
Exactly.
Well, they do make those neat little plastic contraptions. I got one of those for the boat in the winter.
I want
They
to
actually
try
Oh,
work
one.
really
God.
good. They
Yeah, I
Oh,
want
actually
to
God.
try
work really
one.
good. I was like, this is what it feels like.
Does it really work?
You stand up while you're doing
You
it?
stand
Yeah,
up. It's like a
Like a funnel or
like a
something?
yeah,
yes, it's like a funnel that has like a little piece that kind of tucks up, and then you pee and it funnels it out, and then it has like a little plastic like straw. And I was like,
Oh,
when we went
my
out on
But
the
how do you not
pontoon
God.
pee
boat in the
on
winter, I'm
yourself?
like,
I know. I
I'm
was
not
like, I got
getting
to
in
try
the
this, but I feel
water in
like
the middle
I'll
of
be a
winter.
mess.
It works. It
It
really,
hey,
tucks
it
up.
has a
It tucks
straw.
up, she said.
No,
it
I
tucks
know, but
up.
like you still have to drop trowels or trowels on the ground.
No, you just unzip your pants and no, what?
It
What?
We'll
like
try
fits.
it.
It like fits on your
It has like a makeshift kind of, I guess,
Oh,
pee bag.
okay.
Yeah, I'll
Oh,
send
yeah. We got to try
I'll
this.
send you the link.
yeah, it's like a little cup almost that
Yes.
like fits around your vag, your whole vag,
Right.
A
and
little
you pee
suction cup.
into it.
Yes.
Kinda.
Yeah.
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 You just have to
And
make sure
Wow.
you're like kind of pointing it down so the gravity takes care of, the
yeah.
direction. Yeah.
Okay.
I want to try
But I
this.
was like, "Oh, this is interesting.
Yeah.
I could get used to this."
Susan only goes on boats that have a bathroom.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I'm so
Susan, our
well,
posh.
I know.
Well, she's been on. My
I
boat.
know. Oh, totally.
I've been
But
on boat, yeah.
I know. But I
not for
do
the end.
appreciate that we can all talk about this together because,
Yeah.
Yes.
like, I remember my mom not, I think I had asked her something about menopause because she had to have a hysterectomy too. And according to her, she just didn't have any and had no symptoms, had no
Oh,
nothing. But it
Wow.
also kind of
what
doesn't
age?
surprise.
What age
Yeah.
did she have her hysterectomy?
It would have been right after my bro 42. So I
Oh,
actually, yeah,
okay.
because it
Yeah.
was after my brother was born and she had him at
Huh.
40. Um, and yeah, like she never took any medication for it. I mean, she's also not like a big taking medication
Yeah.
person. Like she barely takes Advil either. But I mean, according to her, I also am like, she's just a tough broad from Minnesota. So like she could
Yeah.
have been having hot flashes and just thought she was warm that day.
Totally.
Like I could
Yeah.
see her just being like, oh, this is nothing.
Yeah.
Um, but it's just like, I do, I mean, I'm an employer, so it's like I'm not gonna necessarily talk to my employees about this
Yeah.
that are girls, and a lot
It
of
is
them are
nice
really
to,
young. They're like
yeah.
25.
You're like, hey, well, why is
25.
this old lady asking me?
Is
Yeah.
asking
Yeah.
me about my period.
Yeah.
Exactly. Or,
I
any of it.
I
So
just
I'm like,
had
it's
a period
just
five
nice.
years ago.
I
Yeah.
know,
Uh,
totally. So it's
well,
just nice to be able to talk to you
It
guys
is
about it.
convenient that we're all
Yes.
going through it at the same time.
Well,
Exactly.
it's convenient. What about our experiences with menopause? I think we've answered that a little bit today, but maybe just concisely has brought us closer together has the Karens.
Well, I think that's what we were just kind of touching on
Right.
was misery loves company. I mean,
Yeah.
it's nice
Exactly.
to be like, man, are you feeling this? Are you going through this? Or
Yeah.
because some of my friends are a little younger. They haven't hit it yet. My sister's a little older. She's just barely starting, and so yeah, it's nice that we're all suffering together.
Totally. Exactly. Or like is this normal or is this not?
Yeah.
Or is this a symptom you have or is this not? And yeah, it feels a little less lonely.
Little less lonely for
Yeah.
sure. Sure. What about you, Sue?
I think you guys already covered it.
Sue's asleep.
Multitasking. Uh, so I guess the last question then is the medical powers that be,
Great.
are they
Right.
the, are they the, is it the Karen? I mean, in this case, I
Oh
guess
yes, they're the Karen.
the Karen, right?
They are the Karen. You know
Yeah.
this is going on. You deny it or don't even talk about it. You do no research for potential like therapies or drugs
They've been the Karen
or
for
yeah,
decades when it comes to
totally.
women in research,
Women's
women in
health.
scientific
Exactly.
research.
Thank you.
I mean,
It's
I
Yeah.
true.
get that we are a challenge because of our fluctuating hormones is what they're using as the excuse of why we're not used in studies as much. But it's like, well, then why don't we figure that out?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you can do you think that's the
Yeah, I
lamest
mean, it's been a
excuse.
real disservice
Yeah,
to us. It has,
absolutely.
and it's not just menopause. It's everything.
Thank you.
Everybody.
I mean, how many times was I not told that I had
Oh
endometriosis?
my gosh.
And then when I finally got my surgery, he was like, this is one of the worst cases I've ever seen.
Yeah,
I mean, how many times were they just trying to feed me with birth control pills or put in an IUD or
yeah,
do any of this? And then,
yeah.
when I'm telling him at 30, please remove it, you have no idea how. I mean, I think we
Oh, it is.
calculated how much, yeah, like
Yeah.
time. I was like, lost like 4 years of life, if you add up all
Yeah.
those
Right.
times.
That's
So it's
true.
just, yeah. But yes, I do believe they are the Karen.
To our listeners, hey, you have to be, as a reminder, you have to be your own best advocate.
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
Don't let them tell you no. Make sure you're asking the questions, and if they're not giving you the time, find somebody that will.
absolutely.
We're unfortunately dismissed more often than we should be, has
Yeah,
generally speaking, and reach out to your friends, your family. You're welcome to write in to us, and we'd love to get back to you on any questions that you have about this topic or any others. Thank you all for listening. This is the Karen.
Karen.
This will go so